Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Hey, this is Jason Kleberg from the Force 5 podcast, a show that forces a guest to come up with a movie-themed top 5 list topic, and then we reveal our picks on air. Top 5 heist films, top 5 tearjerkers, top 5 movie dogs. Every show you'll be asking yourself, what would be on my list? Guests include directors, screenwriters, actors, podcasters, musicians, authors, and even a professional wrestler. Subscribe to the Force 5 podcast, and you won't just be a listener, you'll be a list nerd. The Force 5 podcast, available wherever you're listening now.
Everybody, welcome back to the Kulturecast. We took a little bit of a break. I am your host, Chris Stachiw, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host. I'm giving you a new nickname. This one's going to stick this time.
Oh, no.
You are now and forever E-Dog.
I don't know if that's going to stick.
It's going to stick. It's going to stick to you like fly to fly paper. That was a good save. I almost said shit to flies, which makes 0.
I mean, I don't know. Shit might stick to flies, like on a microscopic level.
If you throw it at them hard enough. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
But, so it's been a while.
Yep.
I was out of the country for a while, for a minute.
Yeah, and I haven't been. I've just been here.
Yeah, no, you were not in Belgium. I was in the lovely country of Belgium. Took the country by storm, had a good time, drank a lot of beer,
sucked off all the guys.
Oh, dude, it was like a semen extravaganza.
Sucked Belgium dry.
Yeah, no. You weren't there, so that didn't happen, unfortunately, to tell you. Oh, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It's a pretty crazy place, all things considered. Beer is cheaper than water or soda, so if you're into that, go to Belgium.
God, I want to live there.
If you're into eating French fries with mayonnaise, go to Belgium.
No.
You know what? French fries with mayonnaise is not the worst thing ever.
I'm just not a big fan of mayonnaise.
You know, I'm not either, but mayonnaise is like good mayonnaise, not bad.
I guess if it's if
someone makes mayonnaise fresh.
Yeah, we get like the American mayonnaise that's just like shitty and processed and more chemicals than it is like anything else.
Yeah.
Well, on your side of the country, it's Hellman's, and on my side of the country, it's called Real Foods.
Neither is real food.
No, it's not real.
It is not real at all. So Belgium's a cool place. What else happened in this last month?
Wovoka Split has come out in the U.S. and in
Man, if
Europe.
you had stopped that sentence right there, Wovoka Split... I was like,
no.
Wait, what? Like, oh no,
no
new information.
No,
I was like, holy shit, man. When the fuck did this happen?
No, our Split record came out.
Oh,
So if you want to buy that shit online, you can go to the label's website. It's Pelagic, I think, pelagic.com, or just search Pelagic Records. They're from Germany. They're cool guys. The artwork is awesome, and you can get it in a cool kind of navy blue and orange colorway that looks really fantastic. It turned out great. I'm super stoked that it's out and finished, and I don't have to think about it or stress out anymore about this fucking record, and I can move on to the next thing. Yeah, if you come and see us live ever, because we're going to be playing on the West Coast of the United States in September, and up to Canada. We're going to Canada for the first time. It's going to be fun.
Shit.
Vancouver, dude. Smoke weed.
The Couve, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. I've never been to Vancouver.
I don't know if they call it that. They probably...
The Couve. I'm going to call it the Couve. That sounds awesome. The
Couve.
All right, so
Canada
we're
is
gonna be up
super awesome.
We're going to be up in Couve, so if you want to hang out, come and hang out, drink some beers, smoke some weed with us, fucking get your eardrums blasted, and buy our fucking record, because, yeah, making that shit is not free.
Yeah, I was about to say, I need a copy. I need to figure out a way to get a copy of that album. And last time I asked you, you were just like, I don't know, buy it online. Thanks. I clearly have no idea where to buy it. Hey, buy it online, pal. Hey, we gotta...
Pelagic Records, baby. Pelagic.com.
We all gotta make money here. Can I get a discount? Fuck you, a discount.
I don't even know. I don't think...
You don't even get a discount.
I full on think that we are not allowed to sell records online, like us personally. So, like, if you...
What kind of nonsense is that?
It's part of our contract. So if you want to buy it online, you got to buy it from the label. But if you come and see us at a show, then you can buy it from us.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a semi-standard deal, because the label is releasing this record, but we're not necessarily like fully on the label.
Gotcha.
So they're retaining a bunch of rights to like the split and everything like that. So, I mean, I get it. It's a pain in the ass for us, but you know what? Get the music in people's hands, baby. I don't know. All the reviews that I've read and everything, and the people who have listened to it are really stoked on it, which I didn't think anybody was going to be stoked on a fucking 17.5-minute long song. So, I'm stoked. I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of not having the ability to hear,
God.
I just went and saw Iron Maiden and Ghost. I guess Ghost BC. I don't know. They're called Ghost BC. That's how you would find them. But I just call them Ghost. Yeah, because
there's that other band called Ghost.
Right. So it's like a whole they had to change their name in America, which must have fucking sucked.
Yeah, it's just dumb when that happens. But nobody calls them Ghost BC. Everybody just says Ghost, and you know what they're talking about. They're not talking about the other smaller, shittier band.
No.
They're talking about Ghost.
They're talking about the band where the lead singer dresses up as the Pope and puts on a fucking Pope hat and is the anti-Pope. They're talking about that band. And It was awesome. I'm like legit, my eardrums are completely fucked, but it's totally worth it. An awesome show. Iron Maiden. Whoo, man. Lead singer for Iron Maiden. That dude is 58. And he did not stop moving the entire
I'm pretty sure
concert.
He's my dad's age.
He's an old guy.
Like, I'm imagining my dad running around being the singer for Iron Maiden, and he would be so winded 30 seconds into the first song. Yeah, it wouldn't even happen. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Bruce
crazy.
Dickinson beat cancer and is a pilot and is a world class fencer. The guy is insane. The guy's not real. That's the kind of shit that just doesn't exist in real life, but he did it. He did it all. He climbed Mount Everest with his dick.
Wow, I don't know if we cannot confirm that that's true. I'll tell you this much. When I say someone's a motherfucker, this dude's legit, a legit badass. Like you said, if you read up on him, man, he is a legit badass. Crazy.
Yeah, he's the most badass dude ever. You know the most interesting man in the world? It's him, and he's the singer for Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
So,
but
there you go.
If they come to your town and you've never seen them, you should check them out. They're pretty awesome. Iron Maiden, I'm sure people you'll take shit like, old man band. Nah, fuck you. They put on a great show. They put on a better show than when I went and saw Aerosmith, which was like, it was like, and this was Aerosmith like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I saw Aerosmith like 10 years ago, and it wasn't great. It was really boring.
Who were they with? Were they with ZZ Top?
No, I think it was with fucking Lenny Kravitz or something.
Yikes.
Yeah, Lenny craves it.
ZZ opened for them.
See, that would be cool, because I would just see ZZ Top and then bounce.
See, like, that was kind of my thought, and I was like, I paid for this ticket, like, and we were in Texas, and, like, ZZ's from Texas, so, like, ZZ Top is, like, big time in Texas. So I was like, but there are some Aerosmith songs, like, I would like to hear live.
Oh, man, I love Aerosmith. Like, I don't want to talk shit on Aerosmith.
No, I love Aerosmith, great. Too, but, like, at the same time, like, when you watch...
Hello, filthy movie lovers. My name is Gentry Austin.
And I'm Casey Scott.
And we're the hosts of the Sin Syndicate, film podcast for something weirdos, anti-criterion bros, and Joseph Sarno aficionados. Join us semi-weekly as we peer into the adults-only theaters and sticky-floored cinemas of the golden age of sexploitation, when the morals were loose, the laws were murky, and the intercourse was all simulated. Find us now on the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Watch a band live and they suck, it kind of makes you just like, oh, fuck.
They're just kind of lifeless now just because, they're old and they're just kind of concentrating on not fucking up and, like, not keeling over. So,
well, and Steven Tyler is trying to not relapse and take drugs. So,
yeah, he's just full on become an old hippie lady. So,
yeah, what is it like? Some older guys just look like straight up women, like Steven Tyler, Elton John, Paul McCartney.
Have you seen those pictures of Steven Tyler where it just like says Steven Tyler or a cool or a super hip grandma, and it's like if you look at it and you don't know who Steven Tyler is, then it could totally be a super hip grandma.
Let's be honest. Is there a difference?
Probably not.
Hey, you know what? Steven Tyler gave us...
Liv Tyler, so we thank you.
Not all bad.
We thank you, Steven, from the bottom of our hearts.
And he gave us one of their best songs, which is Big 10-inch Record. Or 10-inch Record, I guess. I don't know if you...
Oh, that's a newer song, too.
No, that's 10-inch Record is like one of their original albums.
They redid it then on a newer record.
They may have, but like Big 10-inch is like the 10-inch Record is off of like one of their first albums.
Because there's a song called my Big 10-inch Record of a band that plays the blues. I'm a band that plays the blues. I love that song.
Yeah, that's off Toys in the Attic.
Yeah, Toys in the Attic is a great record.
Yeah. They may have like redone it, but it's totally like an old song that like a lot of people haven't heard, which bums me out because like it's such a good song.
Yeah, he's talking about his super big record.
He's talking about his big record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally not about his penis.
Definitely not.
It's not about his penis. Oh, Jesus. Since it has been a month since we talked about anything.
And this is not a music podcast, even though we have talked about music nonstop for the first 10 minutes of this or whatever.
Well, you're a musician and I like music, so,
Yeah.
It's kind of the way it goes. It's been about a month since we had a podcast because when I'm on vacation, shit just kind of grinds to a standstill, unfortunately. So a lot has come out, and I've seen one thing new, and I've watched other stuff just kind of in the in-between on like Netflix and Hulu. Mm-hmm. And you've seen two things, one of the same things that I've seen, and something that's brand new. So, let's kind of talk about those two things. Let's talk about The Mummy first, just kind of... I don't know, just kind of really break it down quickly. I mean, it was
bad.
It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as the like Rotten Tomatoes score was making it out to be.
Yeah, I mean, it It definitely wasn't good. I'm not going to bat for The Mummy. It's not a good movie.
The original, the Brendan Fraser Mummy is still the best mummy movie I've ever seen.
Of course, yeah. But the original Brendan Fraser movie is nothing like the original Mummy.
No.
Or like the original Mummy series. Because there's like several Mummy movies from like, the 30s or whatever.
It kind of has some like similar themes, like the whole like love thing and like him trying to like get his like lost love back. But ultimately, no. The original didn't have like all the wacky shit that was in the new movie.
No, and I mean, the Brendan Fraser one is awesome. And then the new one is interesting because I was hoping that it was going to be a lot darker than the Brendan Fraser one. Like, go full on, I knew it was going to be an action horror movie because otherwise you wouldn't have Tom Cruise in it. Because Tom Cruise does one thing, and that thing is action movie awesomeness.
That one thing is running.
Yeah, so when you cast him in a movie, there's going to be explosions, and Tom Cruise is going to run, and he's going to stand on a box next to everybody because he's a foot shorter than everyone.
And it's a bummer because, and I want to touch on this now before I forget it, it's a bummer that this movie does like crutch so fucking hard on action and not on horror.
Yeah.
I wanted this to be a horror movie so badly.
And it's got like all the action movie, like kind of weird tropes, there's very little horror in this movie. Like
the only horror that's in this movie is like ripped out of another movie is fucking like ripped off.
Very, very
And
harshly.
that movie is, of all things, one of the greatest horror movies ever made, American Werewolf in London.
Yep, that movie's fantastic, and this movie's got American Werewolf in London written all over a bunch of it.
Yeah, there's literally a part where Tom Cruise is talking to a dead character, and he's the only one who can see it.
Yeah, actually, several times it happens.
Yeah,
in the
and
movie,
at one point that character disappears for like half the movie.
Yeah, it's really like they introduce like weird zany shit like that, and then it just goes away, and then it just like comes back later on, and I'm just like really questioning why that stuff is in the movie at all.
It doesn't add anything.
I don't know. They could have done a lot of really cool stuff. I even like the basic premise of the movie. Let's just fucking dive into spoilers. It's been a fucking month since the movie's come out anyway.
Let's be honest here. The movie's out of theaters. No one's going to see it. And the only people who are going to watch it probably from this point on are going to be people who like fucking watch it on HBO.
Yeah, for free. Like nobody's going to buy this movie.
No one's going to Redbox this movie. And no one is going to buy this movie. I can almost guarantee you that this movie, when it comes out on DVD, is going to be fucking ignored.
Yeah. The whole idea that the main actress of the movie that's not
Stephanie Botella or Sophia Botella, the Mummy.
Yeah, the chick that's not the Mummy. I don't know. I don't remember her name in the movie.
Yeah, because she's not of it. She's nothing
really of
in
any
the
importance.
film.
But her whole thing is that she brings Tom Cruise's character into the fold for this like a cult society or
prodigious?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like this weird secret society that's like trying to keep the world safe from monsters.
It's S.H.I.E.L.D.
It's basically S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. but with I would say Marvel monsters, Universal monsters.
Instead of Nick Fury, you have Dr. Jekyll.
Right.
Is like the head guy.
It's that Dr. Jekyll. It's not
it
some other Dr. Jekyll. It's literally Dr. Jekyll, a.k.a. he's going to turn into a monster at some point because it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
And I was a little disappointed that there wasn't more of a transformation from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde, but maybe that's just because like it didn't go on for long enough, or
because they didn't have enough money. That felt that was really disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know. Russell Crowe's awesome. and he's a great actor, and I actually really like that part of the movie, but I don't know. You're just throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, and there was not enough Mummy in this movie to call it the Mummy. And
no, it was
I don't know,
pretty much just Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and the Mummy doesn't really do anything. Like, she's just like the Mummy, you know? She's the hot Mummy.
I feel like when they cast him, they were like, okay, Tom, do you have any like demands? And one of them was like, yeah, I need to be in the movie more. Like, the Mummy needs to be in it less.
Well, now the whole franchise is just going to be built around Tom Cruise fighting monsters. So he is going to be all of these movies. And I can almost guarantee you that they're not going to learn from any of the mistakes they made in this movie, and we're going to get another shitty monster movie whenever the next one comes out. Like, it's going to be the same. They're not going to change it. It's not going to be any different. It's not going to be more horror and less action. It's not going to, be cohesive and make sense. It's just going to be a montagey mess of, Tom Cruise just fucking running around and like breaking shit and fighting monsters, which, if I'm being honest, when I saw this movie, I walked out of that movie going, that was pretty fun. It was bad. It was shitty. Yeah, I wouldn't see it again if you paid me to, but like, it's not deserving of all of the absolute shit that it got. Like, okay, it's not a good movie, but is it a fun movie-going experience? It was for me.
It kept my attention for a while.
You just have to like take the movie for what it is.
I wasn't checking my phone. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I didn't walk out of the theater in disgust, Yeah.
I think the thing that really bugs me about it, right, is you and I are both fans of horror. It's our favorite genre, without question.
Yep.
And as someone who loves horror movies, I've always selfishly wanted our own, like, connected universe. Like, I've always wanted, like, Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers and Pinhead all in one universe doing wacky shit. Like, that would be awesome. We're not going to get it because it would be too big. Because, like, if Marvel can't get the rights for fucking X-Men back from Fox, do you think Fox and New Line and all those others are going to be able to work together to get that to happen? I'm surprised Freddy versus Jason, honestly, ever fucking happened. That being said, this is as close as we're ever going to get. This really is as close as we're ever going to get to a horror-themed connected universe. Yep. So, that kind of sucks because the movie is now a Tom Cruise fucking movie. And it's like it's like Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise fighting monsters. So,
the movies should be called Tom Cruise Fights the Mummy, and then it should be called Tom Cruise Fights.
It should be in the vein of Abbott and Costello's films. Yeah. Tom Cruise meets the Mummy.
Yeah. Tom Cruise fights the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. And so, kind of when you step back from that and you realize that this is where this is going, kind of, he is involved now. Tom Cruise is, and he's going to be part of this. As someone who loves horror movies and realizing that this movie was not a horror movie, maybe the next one will be. I would love for it to be. I would love for it to be a proper horror movie.
I really doubt it, dude.
Yeah, I know. But
I really doubt it.
I think...
And you know why I think a lot of this is happening? And I was actually doing a little bit of research on this, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this recently, and it's because movies like this are making a lot less money in the United States now than they used to, but they are making a lot of money overseas in China and in India and huge overseas markets like that. So this movie really felt to me like it was pandery to those markets. Like, let's just pump out this big crazy action thing with lots and lots of Tom Cruise because Chinese people love Tom Cruise, who fucking doesn't? And then it'll just make a shit ton of money in China, and then we can make another one, because even if it tanks in the US, which, spoilers, it totally tanked. I don't know how much money this movie made in the U.S. or overseas or in total, but I don't think it was anywhere near what they hoped that it was going to make or what they projected for it to make.
Its budget was $125 million. It made $384.
Yeah, so I mean, it made its money back and then some, but I don't know.
The foreign debut was $140 million, made $52 in China. It had the largest debut for a Tom Cruise and Universal film in South Korea ever.
There you go. See? That's the market.
And it opened against nothing. It opens against It Comes at Night, which I've heard mixed things about. And
I really want to see that movie still. I gotta go see it.
And the
this
movie
week.
About the woman who like has a dog from war.
Oh, I don't even know.
It's like a movie. It's literally about like a woman who's like trying to get her like dog that saved her in war back. I don't know. It's not my kind of film, but I've seen trailers for it. It seems like very tugging at the heartstrings. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So
if there's a dog in a movie and then you add war on top of that,
yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Right.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, here we go. But,
here we fucking go.
But, ultimately, the real issue here is this summer has been kind of a wasteland for, like, franchises.
I mean, Wonder Woman arguably
is not a franchise.
Well, it is. I mean, it is. It totally is. It's a DC Universe movie.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like stuff that was already like established. I'm talking about like
how is the DC Universe?
I'm talking about like Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm talking like sequel stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. I think that's everybody's tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit. Everybody I talk to is tired about that shit.
That's totally what happened.
Nobody wants to see these reboots or sequels anymore. I'm surprised that Spider-Man is doing as well as it's doing. And actually, I'm not surprised because that movie's actually good.
Spoilers. But spoiler, Spider-Man is actually a good movie.
Spider-Man is a good movie. Like, does it have its flaws? Sure. But, I mean, that's every fucking movie. But it's now the third Spider-Man in the last, fifth? Well, when did the first Spider-Man come out? The movie with the,
That came out in like 2001.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because they had all the posters with the web in between the Twin Towers. And then they had to completely take that down after 9/11 and change it. So, yeah, it's been 16 years since, the first Spider-Man with Sam Raimi and, whatever the fuck his face is, that actor that I hate, that I hope is not in any more movies ever.
Toby M.
Yeah, that guy.
Seabiscuit.
Yeah, Seabiscuit. Fucking,
He's great in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Soggy Biscuit needs to fucking stay the fuck out of movies.
He was great. He was great in Tropic Thunder, dude.
What was he in Tropic Thunder?
At the beginning of the movie, him and Robert Downey Jr. in that like fake movie together. Where they're like gay priests.
Yeah. He can play that character all day long, but Spider-Man, he's a terrible Spider-Man. So this is now the 6th Spider-Man movie and the 3rd Spider-Man in the last 16 years. And I can't believe we're not tired of Spider-Man yet. I was tired of Spider-Man.
We're tired of Spider-Man to some extent because they didn't do another fucking origin story.
Thank God. I mean, let's wrap up The Mummy and then we can talk about Spider-Man because I actually saw Spider-Man last night and I thought it was great.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but let's, Mummy was bad. Not the worst thing I've seen, not even the worst thing I've seen this year, but
it's a stupid action movie with a mummy, with a hot mummy.
I'll give them some credit though. They have some balls on them to put their like fucking like logo for their connected universe at the beginning of their film. They have some balls on them.
They got cojones. Like, they're like, oh, this movie's going to do awesome. Of course, we're going to make like 7 more of these.
Fuck yeah, this movie's going to fucking work.
If you make one more movie that's as bad as this movie, that's it. Like, your whole like dark universe thing is completely destroyed. Like, nobody's going to fucking go see it. And The Mummy is a true testament to how word of mouth will just fuck up your movie super hard. Because all it takes is one person to go see that movie and tell everybody they know that it sucks and to not go and see it. And then a bunch of people don't go see that movie and you're fucked. So, I mean, just make a movie that doesn't suck. Like, you can't just regurgitate shit and expect, because it has Tom Cruise and explosions and, semi-known, semi-funny sidekick actor guy, and then like kind of hot side chick, and then like, hot chick mummy and fucking Russell Crowe in it, that like it's going to be awesome. All of that stuff sounds great in theory, but like then you gotta and all the parts are there and the execution just wasn't even remotely there. So I hope they learn from their mistakes and don't fuck up another, like, you know, Universal monster franchise. Like, I can't wait for Creature whenever they do that, if they do that. And I'm bummed that they have all these, like, big name actors and actresses, like, attached to that. Like, isn't that going to be Angelina Jolie is going to be Bride? I'm just like, why, dude? Like, get
Johnny Depp
else.
is part of this universe. It's literally like the problem actors who are problematic in Hollywood are making movies in this like universe. Depp,
yeah, it's retarded,
Cruise, like, get out of here with this nonsense.
Yeah. Anyways,
tell me a little bit about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was great. Spider-Man was a lot of fun. We finally get to see truly teenage high school Peter Parker, which is great because for a lot of Spider-Man's comic book career, he's just a fucking teenage kid dealing with high school bullshit and then also trying to be Spider-Man on the side. And that movie portrays that side of this really, really well. Didn't do the origin story. So you don't see him get bit by the spider. You don't see Uncle Ben die. They touch on that stuff for literally 5 seconds, maybe, in the movie. So it's great. It's another A+. I'm tired of seeing origin stories. I'm tired of seeing, we fucking know. We know where Spider-Man came from. Like, if you don't know where Spider-Man came from, who the fuck are you? Why are you watching the Spider-Man movie?
Well, more like, how have you gotten to this point and not know how where Spider-Man came from?
I mean, unless you're like a 5-year-old kid who like just doesn't know anything about Spider-Man, why is your dad bringing you or mom bringing you to a movie and not explaining who the fuck Spider-Man is to you ahead of time? I don't know. Anyways, small rant over. This movie was cool. Let's see. Michael Keaton is the villain. He plays the Vulture, and it's awesome. He's great in this movie. He's really, really good. He plays one of those, like, justified villain type characters. So he's like the guy that you're like, I have to root against you because you're doing all this heinous shit. But like at the same time, like, I get it, dude. Like, I understand why you're doing this. I don't agree with it, but okay, like, I understand type of deal. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
That makes his character really, really awesome. The kid who plays Spider-Man does a really great job. The whole movie is basically from like 2 months after Captain America Civil War, when you see Spider-Man for the first time. So he's like kind of has this weird relationship with Tony Stark, and Tony Stark, gives him this super awesome spider suit or whatever. And he's like, cool, keep doing your Spider-Man thing, kind of hone your shit, and then like we'll call you if we need you. Or, once you're ready, then like we'll ask you to join the fold, like to become an Avenger, like type of shit. And so like the whole movie, he's like trying his fucking hardest. Like he's trying his little 15-year-old heart out to like impress Tony Stark so that he can become an Avenger. And that's sort of like what this whole movie is like based around, like he doesn't really have a father figure in his life. It's just him and May. And so like Tony is sort of like that figure to him. And so he's spending the whole movie like trying to impress him. And then he stumbles upon, some shit that's like actually going down. And then it just kind of goes from there. There's also, like the bunch of high school shit that he has to deal with that's on the side. That's like the secondary stuff, which is also cool. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a well done movie. The one thing that I'll say about this movie is it's a little weak on its own. It really, really, really feels like a component film. Like you're not going to get a lot out of this movie if you don't already have like a pretty good grasp on the Marvel universe so far. You know what I mean? You can, not to say that this movie can't stand on its own feet, but because you're dealing with, the characters of like Tony Stark and Happy, Tony's, like security guard or driver.
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, Jon Favreau. You're dealing with those characters and you're dealing with that universe that, they all live in. Because the whole movie is how Peter wants to live in that universe, you like have to understand, what he's aspiring to be. And they make a lot lot of references to, you know, like some of the Avenger movies and some of the other characters and everything like that, which is cool. I don't know. The character of Peter Parker is really well rounded. They got the, you know, kind of like snarky banter, sort of like cocky, like sarcasm thing down, which is great. Which I actually liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man for like basically that reason, because he does like that snarky sarcasm thing super well. And that's the thing that, you know, everybody wants to see out of Spider-Man. Everybody wants like the shit talking dude, you know, who catches bad guys and then strings them up in a web and leaves them for the cops to find. So it's cool. It's really interesting to get to see like an actual teenage version of Spider-Man and like sort of like figuring shit out. Still, like, he understands how his powers work, you know, so you don't get the fucking montage like we got in, like, the first Spider-Man, where he's, like, trying to figure out how to use his wall-crawling abilities. And this one, he doesn't have, like, the weird wrist web thing. He actually has to make a mechanism, like it is in the comic books and everything. So, I don't know. It's cool. It's definitely a good movie. It's weird. It almost feels like part like high school, you know, movie and then part like comic book action movie.
And that's what I think they were going for, and that's what I had heard.
Yeah. So they definitely pull off both sides of it, and they definitely meld them together really well. I'd be interested to see where they go with Spider-Man after this movie. Like, especially in, like, the next standalone Spider-Man movie, whenever that's going to happen.
A long time from now, because the next Spider-Man movie is, like, it's the first movie of the next phase, which is post-Avengers.
Yeah, so, I mean...
It's going to be like after Infinity War is over, Infinity whatever the hell it's called, after that is over, that's going to be the next Spider-Man movie. So like
5 years from now, 6 years from now?
No, like 3, I think.
Yeah.
But it'll be like a completely different, like the look of the Marvel universe will be completely different as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll have this completely different universe, and we'll probably see Spider-Man in these Infinity War movies. I would hope now that they have opened this door.
Yeah, there's no way that he's not.
And so we'll get to see him in these movies, and then by the time he has his own movie next time, you know, he won't be a teenager anymore. You know, he'll be an adult-ish type of human being, you know, as long as they keep the same actor and they don't fucking reboot it again. I don't know. I like Tom Holland. He's good in this movie. The supporting cast that they got around Tom Holland, like his friend that becomes his like sidekick, what they call the man in the chair, is hilarious. The movie's really funny. It's really cool. Yeah,
I mean, I'll get around to seeing it. It's not top of my list. Not that I don't want to see it. It's just, you know.
No, I'm with you. I mean, the only reason I went and saw it is because it's been 115 degrees at my house, and I was too fucking hot, and I was like, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go to the movies, and it was the only thing that I wanted to see. So
pay for that air conditioning.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that the director, John Watts, his first movie that he directed was fucking Clown.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I can't believe that. What did he direct in between Clown and this? Cop Car. Oh, that Kevin Bacon movie?
Uh-huh.
I never saw that. I mean, did that get a bunch of, like, acclaim? I guess it must have. Yep. Otherwise, he wouldn't be directing Spider-Man. So.
It did.
I mean, he did a good job with Spider-Man, and Clown's great. I like that movie.
Clown's weird. I mean, it doesn't work very well in some spots as a film, and I think that I feel like the I don't know. The way that film wraps up is a little forced.
So. Yeah, I still like it, though.
It's not terrible. It's not like... It's a much more polished indie horror film than, like, a lot are.
Yeah, for sure.
So... But it's crazy to me. That's, like, his third movie is this, like, big-budget Spider-Man film.
Yeah, dude... That's like, you know, they got all these fucking dudes coming in to, you know, direct Star Wars movies and shit like that, but then they get replaced with Ron Howard. And...
Oh, fuck off. With that... Okay, that's something big that we should probably talk about.
Yeah,
man, what were they expecting when they hired those two dudes? The guys who made the Lego movie.
I don't know. I don't know what they were expecting.
Like, Lord and Miller are gonna do, like, irreverent shit.
Yeah.
Like, what were they expecting?
My opinion about this whole thing is they shouldn't be making a Han Solo origin movie anyways. I just think it's stupid.
A little tongue-in-cheek would have been, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Han Solo is the tongue-in-cheek character of Star Wars. Like, he is the guy who comes in and, like, talks shit and, like, makes jokes about the other characters.
Did you hear, like, what they were saying, though? Like, they turned Han Solo into, like, Ace Ventura.
Oh, see, that's not cool.
That's, like, what they were saying. Like, that was the reason they were fired, was because they turned Han Solo into, like, Ace Ventura.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've heard all sorts of wacky, not great shit about this movie. You know, like they brought in a fucking acting coach for the main guy who's playing Han Solo, you know, and they're reshooting a bunch of shit now. And I'm sure there'll be more reshoots later on. And Ron Howard's going to finish his fucker up. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. You shouldn't have been making this movie anyways. I mean, it just goes back to, you know, what we've talked about multiple times about Rogue One, how you had this great idea with this movie and then you got scared and you fucked it up and now it's not as good as it could have been. And then you went the safe route and went with a Han Solo movie because you knew people would want to see that. But that shit's hard to do, man. Like, you have a character that's had, you know, 40 years to be digested and, you know, consumed and torn apart and admired and loved by the fans, played by this one guy who is that character. Like, you know, Harrison Ford is totally Han Solo. I mean, Harrison Ford's been in a lot of great movies, don't get me wrong. He's a pretty good actor. But Han Solo, you know, like when you see Harrison Ford, you're like, oh, it's fucking Han Solo right there. Like, he's Han Solo and he's Indiana Jones. Yeah. All of the other roles that he's been in are all secondary roles to him being Han Solo and Indiana Jones. So to bring in somebody else to then play a young Han Solo, do we not remember how poorly the young Indiana Jones, like, television show
How dare you speak ill of this? Don't you dare.
It was terrible.
Don't
it's fucking awful. It's really terrible, and you know it.
I mean, I'm with you. Like, I fucking don't care that Ron Howard is directing the movie. Like, as far as I'm concerned now, it's just like Ron Howard is just like the corporate shill who will do whatever he's told. Like,
yeah, basically.
Right? Like, that's what it looks like. That's really what it looks like.
Ron, we're going to bring you in so that we can pay you a bunch of money to do exactly what we want. And Ron's like, I do not give a fuck. Let's do this.
Paycheck?
Ron's like, bunch of Disney money? You're going to throw Disney money at me?
Yeah.
Fuck, I will fix this problem. And you know what? This movie's going to suck. It's not going to be good. There's no chance that this movie is good. And that sucks. That's really not cool.
Yeah, but frankly, like, I don't care. Like, you and I will see it because we have to. But it's not a movie that I really, like, want to see.
Yeah, I don't want to see it, but I'll go and see it. As long as they don't fuck up the core Star Wars, as long as they don't fuck up, 8 and 9, they can do all whatever they want to with the side movies. But 8 and 9 are sacred, and you cannot fuck those up. So you fucking better not, Disney, because I will Liam Neeson your asses if you fuck up Star Wars.
This all comes back to that whole, like, why are you hiring these directors to do what they do and then telling them not to?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's
or stifling their ability to do what they do.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you shot this really cool war movie that's set in the Star Wars universe, but it's not really like what we were looking for. So let's reshoot a bunch of parts of it and then recut it so that it's like more Star Wars-y and like less war movie-y. And everybody was like, why? What? We have a bunch of Star Wars movies. Like, we have 4 good ones and 3 terrible ones. Let's do something that's like different, I don't know. I want different shit, I love the Star Wars universe, and there's so much that can be done in that universe that could be really, really cool.
Well, they just want to stick in the area that they know, with characters that will put asses in the seats. So.
Yeah, that are going to make money, dude. Take chances. If anybody's going to take chances, it should be a gigantic company like Disney who's like, dude, we'll sink. Like, if you have a big company like Disney that says, okay, make the movie that you fucking want to make, and we'll back you 100%, like, that's huge. But all I've seen so far is evidence to the contrary of that says they want to do different stuff with these spin-off movies, But then at the same time, they don't. And trust me, I don't want to see a movie where Han Solo is the equivalent of Ace Ventura, because that sounds god awful and atrocious, and like you completely ruined one of the most revered and loved characters in movie history of all time, especially personally for me. And I'm glad that that's not going to happen.
It would be insane.
Yeah, that would be retarded. Like, but I don't know. Like, what the fuck are they going to do now? Like, they've extended shooting for who knows how long. You know, they'll probably say that it's only for a couple of weeks, but then it's going to end up being much longer than that. They might even have to push back the release of the movie now, because they're going to have to fucking spend a bunch of time CGIing a bunch of shit afterwards and then editing the fuck out of it to like make it semi-cohesive. At this point, I would say the movie's in such trouble. Eat the money you sunk into it and do something else. Give me a full-on revenge movie. Make it rated R if humanly possible. Boba Fett movie. I want to see that. You don't even have to make it rated R. The whole reason that there's no blood in Star Wars movies is the weirdest but also most scientific reason ever, that the blasters and the lightsabers just cauterize the wounds instantly. So there's no blood ever.
Right.
And somehow nobody cusses either in the Star Wars universe, which, I mean, maybe they just didn't have words for things like that back in the day, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. But so you could do a full-on like Boba Fett revenge movie where he is just being the most awesome, badass, worst guy, and that is going to sell a bunch of tickets, and it's going to be brutal. It's going to be awesome, and we all know how it ends. He ends up dying, but it can be awesome for 90 minutes or 120 minutes. But Disney won't do that shit.
Nope, no, they won't.
Nope.
That's why we're going to get God knows what anthology films past this one. So
I don't know. What have you been watching? I saw Baby Driver this week too, and Baby Driver was fucking amazing, but I feel like I'm doing all the talking about shit.
I mean, I rewatched all the Edgar Wright films, segueing into Baby Driver. They're still amazing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. For yourself, what's your ranking?
What do you mean? For Baby Driver?
No, the Cornetto trilogy. That would be Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End.
I guess I'll just have to go in reverse order of when they came out. Shaun of the Dead's my favorite, and then Hot Fuzz is a close second, and then World's End is a pretty close third. I mean, World's End definitely didn't get the love that Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead did.
World End's third act is like falls flat.
Yeah, it's pretty, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting premise, and it's definitely cool, the way that they did everything. And yeah, it just, I don't know. It felt, yeah.
The third act falls apart under the weight of its own premise. But for me, it's always going to be Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and then The World's End. I love Hot Fuzz. I think Hot Fuzz does more right for me than Shaun of the Dead does. And I just watched Shaun of the Dead today. Like, I like Shaun of the Dead, but I really love Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, I think Hot Fuzz is a little bit more fleshed out of an idea than, I mean, the ideas
Shaun of the Dead is a
definitely
zombie movie.
Yeah, they're definitely fleshed out ideas. But I don't know. I think Hot Fuzz definitely like dives in harder. It leans into like the campiness of what it's doing somehow more than Shaun of the Dead does, even though that's like the whole basis of Shaun of the Dead is how like campy and ridiculous and outrageous it is.
It apes a lot of the genre a lot closer.
Yeah.
So I want to see Baby Driver, but I probably won't get around to it.
Baby Driver's great, man. You know what? It's a great movie theater movie. So if you can make it to the movie theater to do it, I would do it, because the whole movie is based around the soundtrack. And to be in a theater listening to the, music really loud and with the surround sound of all the sound effects happening and everything is really, really choreographed to the music of this movie. Like, think about how like Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of all plays around, the awesome mixtape or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the soundtrack to the movie. Baby Driver takes that idea and takes it to a whole nother level.
Gotcha.
Like to the point where not just a couple of scenes in the movie, but the whole movie is seemingly choreographed around the music. And it's great. it was a really, really fun movie to see. It was great. The acting was great. The, action car chasing scenes are fucking awesome. The music is fantastic. It's just a great fucking movie. And apparently they're already talking about doing a sequel for it. So.
Oh, it's Edgar Wright. I mean, when I was reading, like, people were like, "Oh my God, this movie was amazing." It's like that scene from Hot Fuzz where I'm just like, "Oh, I know."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit. Edgar Wright's movies are good. Have you seen any of them? Even The World's End is like better than most movies I've seen.
He didn't do Paul, did he?
I don't think so. I know it was Nick Frost and Simon Pegg.
Yeah, but I don't think he did it either. But I don't know. Maybe worth checking on.
No, he didn't.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so.
It was written by... So here's the thing, right? So
that movie doesn't feel the same as all of the other movies, and I think we were all expecting it to feel more like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead and World's End, but
but at the same time, a lot of the Edgar Wright films were written by Simon Pegg as well, so it still has a little bit of that feel.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, when you have those two guys acting alongside of each other, you're gonna get a lot of what you're gonna get is those two guys
just natural chemistry.
Yeah, just naturally being hilarious with each other. But yeah, it definitely feels a lot different. So I just wanted to clarify. And
it's like the one thing I've seen Seth Rogen in that I actually like.
Paul?
Yeah, I can't stand. I can't stand Seth Rogen.
Have you seen Sausage Party?
I mean, he's okay in that, but he's not the best part of that movie.
I mean, Nick Kroll is the best part of that movie, but...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, in Paul, he's almost the best part of that movie.
I don't know. You know what?
His performance as the alien...
Superbad.
I can't stand that movie.
Oh, why?
Because it's such a fucking dumb movie.
It's great. I love it.
It's not. It's so fucking dumb. It's just like, ugh. And the sad part is it's Greg Mottola. It's the same guy who directed Paul. He directed Superbad.
Oh, yeah. Well, then that makes sense.
But Paul's awesome. I think Paul's great. Paul's a funny as fuck movie.
I just really like that Sigourney Weaver makes a serious cameo in that movie.
Gets murdered.
Yeah, really hard.
That movie's great. Yeah, if you've never seen it, check it out. It's kind of like a spiritual sequel to like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and The World's End, I'd say.
What? Oh, Paul?
Paul, yeah. It's kind of like spiritual sequel.
It's actually, that's a really good way. Now that I know that it's the guy who directed Superbad, it really does feel like a Superbadian version of what, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg do.
It's a good companion piece, I'd say.
Yeah, it's definitely... It doesn't feel the same as those movies, but it's definitely it's of the same cloth.
Plus, I mean, I like Simon Pegg and everything that he's in. I mean, I didn't like the second Star Trek movie. I watched the third one and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the third one is way better than the second one, actually.
Well, maybe it could have something to do with the fact that they didn't try to hide the fact that fucking Benedict Cumberbatch was Khan in the movie.
Yeah, why didn't they just call it Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan?
Because they're dumb.
The Return of Khan.
Because they're dumb. Because they fucked that up so badly.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was dumb on their part.
I mean, whatever. I'm not a fucking crazy Star Trek fan.
It's not like the worst part of that movie was the fact that they covered up that it was Khan. That movie had other problems.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. What else have you been watching? What have you been checking out?
I just watched random stuff. Like, I don't know.
Like what?
I watched that Star Trek movie. Like, I had really no interest, and then I ended up watching it.
Isn't that the same chick that's in The Mummy? Isn't that Star Trek movie?
Yeah, Sophie Botella. Yeah, she plays the chick.
Yeah, she's Jayla. like the alien badass or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. So I watched Anaconda last night, which let's be real, that's the greatest movie ever, perhaps.
Jon Voight's star role.
Jon Voight with the worst accent I have ever heard, but it's amazing.
Yeah, Jon Voight is pretty trashy in that movie.
Yeah, he's full-on ponytail trash.
Getting spit up by the anaconda and then... winking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I mean, I really haven't watched, much. I've just been really just, watching... stuff that I wanted to watch again, I watched World's End again, or watching stuff that I really had no interest in watching, but just it was the best option, the third Star Trek movie. So
Yeah.
Or like watching documentaries about like aliens or watching documentaries about like Bigfoot, like shit like that. Shit that keeps me entertained.
Yeah, the usual, you know.
Yeah. The usual.
I've been going through Shudder and like watching a bunch of weird random horror movies, and most of them are not good.
Surprising. Said no.
But I don't know. They're Shudder as much shit as I've talked on them. I still haven't stopped my subscription to Shudder, so
Look at you.
they're doing enough to keep me around. But yeah, I don't know. So, what are you excited about seeing? What's coming up that you are really stoked on, that you want to see? That I mean, not even stuff that maybe we're going to talk about, but even just other stuff that you're just, jazzed on.
War for the Planet of the Apes sounds cool. I haven't seen the other two, so I mean that.
Oh yeah, I guess you got to see those, and then this movie looks great.
I mean, it's gotten like rave reviews.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I suppose it's like also like a massive bummer of a movie.
Well, we all know how it ends. So,
Well, do we? I mean, we know how the original series ends.
This is a prequel to the original series.
No, this is Is it?
Yes.
I didn't think this was all in the same universe.
Oh, dude, this is totally the same universe.
How? That doesn't make any sense.
You haven't even seen the other two movies.
No, but
of course it doesn't make sense.
No,
to
but
you.
I thought this was like its own thing. Like I thought this was like them rebooting the universe and like a stand.
No, dude.
Oh, really? That makes me less interested to watch them. You know that?
I don't know. I actually think that these movies are a much better story than like the original Planet of the Apes. I like the idea of finding out how we got to the point that Earth became Planet of the Apes. Like that's an origin story worth telling.
No, this is its own thing. On Wikipedia, it says it's its own thing.
Damn Wikipedia. No, dude, this is the whole time. Go watch the other two movies, and then we'll fucking talk
I'll watch them, but again, it's just like...
That's what we should do. You should watch the other two movies, and then we'll both watch the War for the Planet of the Apes, and then we'll talk about this, and then we'll have a real, both of us educated discussion about these movies and how they fit into the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Is there anything coming out that you want to watch? I'm sure you want to watch the It remake, even though, like, ugh.
Dude, I'm actually excited about that. The trailer got me really stoked, but then I remember that I get stoked on movies by a lot of trailers and then I see them and they're garbage.
Did you remember that the original It ain't that fucking scary?
Well, I mean, the book is scary as fuck. The book scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and I've read it. So
you should probably go back and reread it. It's not that scary.
I mean, I don't know. It was scary when I was a kid.
Yeah,
so.
That's my point. When you were a kid.
But I don't know. We have 2 Stephen King movies coming out. There's The Dark Tower as well.
Yeah. I feel like that movie's going to suck ass, and people are going to be really upset when it does.
I don't know. It looks cool. It looks
cool.
It looks really cool, and it looks like they have combined a couple of the books together. And I think that's going to irk a bunch of people.
This is a sequel to the books.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes,
no,
it is.
Not.
Yes, it is. There is an object in the book that he finds that he has in the movie. So yeah, it's a sequel. They've said it's a sequel. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. I wouldn't have believed you either, because honestly, that would be like kind of a strange thing to do, right?
Having read the books, have you read the books?
I read the first 3.
Okay, so if you read the first 3, then pretty much all of what is happening in the movie, or at least what they have shown in the trailers, should look extremely familiar to you. I mean, I don't know how long it's been. I just finished reading the 5th book a couple months ago.
Remember when he keeps the Horn of Eld?
Uh-huh.
And that is something that he didn't do the previous times? He has that with him in this movie.
So we're basically just rehashing this universe over and over and over again until it works, until he finishes it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I don't know, ruin the books for everyone, but
that's basically the
how the book
premise of the books.
Yeah, the book's ending is fucking awful. It's literally don't read this next part, because if you do, you're going to be depressed. And then it's he goes back. Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
It's a sequel.
I don't know.
It's a sequel. It's like not a sequel, but like it's a sequel, but in like the way that it's like they can get away with just it being a reboot because like it's always a reboot.
I want to talk to Stephen King about this. I'm going to hit him up on Twitter and be like, "What the fuck, Stephen?"
He tweeted the picture of the Horn of Eld.
Okay, I gotta do some research on this.
He's the reason everyone freaked out because it was a sequel. So I think, and this will be the last thing we talk about. I think the thing that we really need to talk about is the fact that there's a fucking Saw movie coming out in October.
No fucking way.
Yep. Jigsaw.
I had no idea.
Yep.
Tell me it's not an origin movie.
Tell you that it's a sequel to the last one.
Oh, dude, the last couple of Saws sucked so hard, so hopefully this one's awesome.
I don't know. I like the Saw before the last one, where it's like the businessman is trapped in all the things, and he has to like figure out, like, pick people that he wants to free or not.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember that movie.
That was, was that 5?
No, because it's 3. Is it 3 and 4 that happen at the same time?
Yeah.
And then 5 is a direct sequel to those. So I think it was the same, because you had the guys who created the first Saw, and then they stayed on and they wrote the second Saw. And that's James Wan and his writing partner, that Australian guy.
Leigh Whannell, the guy who plays one of the main characters in the first movie.
Yes, exactly. And so Lee wrote the first 2, and James Wan directed the first one. And then Lee left the franchise, and they had another group of guys that wrote 3, 4, and 5. So, like, 3 and 4 happen at the same time, and then 5 is a direct sequel to those 2 movies. And then after that, I think it was just a fucking free-for-all. So, I think, like, after Saw 5 is just it was already a shit show to begin with because it's like weird torture porn. But
if you are a listener and like back in the day listener of the Kulturecast,
pre-Eric listener,
pre-Sean listener, you will know that we did a Saw anthology podcast where we talked about all 7 Saw films.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it.
And we had interviews with Mark Rolston, Peter Outerbridge, Frankie G from Saw 2. We had interviews with a lot of the folks from the film. And, like, they weren't like the normal franchise thing where it's like, the first one's great and the second one is meh, and then it starts just going, like, it starts tanking from there. Like, they kind of, it's like a roller coaster with Saw. Like, there's good and bad. And the problem with the Saw movies is, and this is the problem that people are going to run into with this next movie, myself included, because I don't really remember much, is like you have to watch them all as one movie. Because they are one movie. It's like one long-ass experience.
Well, that's like, the whole thing is, I don't think I've seen anything past, like, Saw 3 or 4. I think the only Saws I've even watched more than once are, like, 1, 2, maybe 3, and 4.
So you didn't see how it all wrapped up?
Well, no. I saw all of them. I went to the theater and watched every Saw movie for 7 years in a row. But I haven't had a repeat watching of a lot of them. So, like, I completely forget a bunch of shit that happened. Like, I know the basics, the bare bones, the, big twist that happens, in 7. I don't know.
Was it really a twist, though? Like...
No.
When they cast him in the movie, like, what were you expecting, folks?
Yeah, I don't know.
My favorite is probably still 6, which, again, unpopular opinion, but it's the one that has, like, there's some, like, stakes to it, and then it's got, like, a real bummer of an ending with the main character from the Traps. But I don't know, like, it's such a strange film franchise.
It's weird because, like, especially if you watch, like, the first one and even the second one a little bit, it's really, like, cop procedural. Especially the first
one is a cop procedural, 100%.
It is. And it's so weird because, like, I forgot that and I hadn't watched it in a while, and I watched it, like, a few months ago, and I was like, holy shit, this is, like, completely different than I remember.
Got motherfucking Danny Glover in it?
Well, because, like, you're remembering all the other Saw movies, and all you remember is, like, Jigsaw and then setting up the traps and then the torture part.
And Hello Zep being played at the end of every movie?
Yeah. And the franchise sort of, like, devolved into that over time. So, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, in other news, the script for that Todd McFarlane has been writing for the new Spawn movie is finished.
But delayed.
I mean, somebody's got to still fucking pick it up. Like, just because he fucking wrote a Spawn script doesn't mean it's going to get made, but we'll see.
I'm interested to see what happens with this Saw movie.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and rewatch.
Yeah. If there's a new Spawn... If there's a new Saw movie, I'll definitely go back and rewatch like all of the other ones. You know, I'll just do it like over the course of a week. I'll just watch one every night, you know.
And he's coming back. Tobin Bell is coming back in some form or fashion. So...
Of course he is.
Yeah. I mean, sure. This is a reboot. I mean, fuck, we're going to get another Saw movie every year for the next 5 years.
No, it's a reboot?
It's like a reboot. It's like a... They've said it's a reboot, but it's more like they're rebooting the franchise in a way that they're
it's like a restart?
Yeah, like restarting it. Not like reboot could mean restart. I mean, you know, same word.
Yeah.
It's not a remake. It's a reboot. They're rebooting the franchise.
Okay.
Because they haven't had a Saw movie for like 7 or 8 years now.
God, has it really been that long?
The last Saw came out in 2010, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been 7 years since Saw 7, so this is Saw 8. I don't know, we'll see. I like the Saw franchise. I don't love it. We'll see. I hope they do something interesting.
Between the Saw franchise and the Paranormal Activity franchise, those are like at least of yours and my generation. Like the
Saw was the franchise from our generation. Paranormal Activity came along a little later.
Yeah, but I mean, those were the movies that we got every year. You know, like in the 80s, you had Friday the 13th movies every year, and you know, you had a bunch of, or you had at least a couple of Nightmare on Elm Streets and Halloweens, and so for us, like the movies that, you know, we would go see every October that, you know, you could always set your watch by were always the Saw movies. And I don't know, I kind of miss that. Like, yeah, they're bad, but it's like one of those things like where, I don't know, it's just like a ritual. It's like the yearly ritual that we go see this movie that we can all pretty much expect the same thing from this movie as whatever happened in the last movie. And it's going to be weird and it's going to be gnarly and messed up, but it's, you know, I don't know. It's cool. I like that kind of shit.
We'll see. I don't have high hopes, but I mean, the thing that kind of makes me a little hopeful is the fact that the horror, like the world of horror, is so far different from where it was 7 years ago.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
we're in a post like Get Out, The Witch, It Follows like world.
Yeah, dude, the indie horror movies reign supreme right now.
Yeah, so we're in that world now, so maybe, you know, maybe they'll take that into account. I don't know.
I want a big, nasty, baller, fucking crazy horror movie. I do.
And the guys who are directing it directed Daybreakers, which that movie's not bad.
That's Willem Dafoe's in that movie, right?
Yeah, where he plays like the weirdo like vampire who became human again.
Yeah.
With Ethan Hawke.
I definitely watched that movie, but I don't remember it like at all.
You literally, to become a human after being a vampire, you like light yourself on fire and then jump into water.
Huh, weird.
Yeah. It's a weird ass movie, but it's not bad. It's just like nobody saw it. So.
Yeah.
Well, before I talk about what our theme is for August, anything you want to plug?
I kind of plugged it at the beginning. So, yeah, go buy that split. You can listen to it on iTunes or Spotify or probably anything else. Yeah, go check it out. If you want to hear us play a 17-minute long song, then this is for you. If you don't like long songs, pretend that it's 3 shorter songs strung together, because it kind of is.
They can follow you on Twitter at Tychomagnetics.
They can. I always forget about Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. Tweet at me. Don't come at me with that, but tweet at me with it.
Tweet at him.
Tweet at me. Just say at Tycho, not the band. It's just short because I don't like to say the whole thing. But yeah.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Kulturestash. And if you like what you're listening to now, cultureshock.com/Kulturecast, where you can find the Kulturecast on your browser. We are on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Android on all podcast apps. The Kulturecast is what you're looking for, so go check that out. We have 100+ episodes, and like I said, we have a Saw anthology if you really want to spend couple hours listening to us jaw on about Saw, that's probably your best bet to kill an entire afternoon or an entire work day.
I guess I gotta go back and listen to that.
It's a good podcast. It was right when we started doing this. It was probably like 6 months after we started doing this. It was pretty ambitious podcast for sure. Yeah. Next month, August, we're taking July off. Not off, but we're going to be doing some cleanup from June's kind of me being on vacation. So June and July are going to be animation month. We're going to be cleaning up June in July. So June and July are both animation month. And then August, we're going to be talking about infamous films. Films that you've probably heard of, but maybe never even seen or maybe had no interest in ever watching. Some of the films that, just a preview of what we're going to be talking about. Films that, these are like the big ones. So we are going to be talking about Salo and a Serbian film are the big ones. A Serbian film, I think, is like the biggest of like the infamous movies right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to force ourselves to watch it. We know it's awful. We know, man, I've seen it. Eric has seen it. So this is going to be our second time watching it. And it's going to be... I'm
not excited about it. I'm really not.
I'm not excited, but I'm interested to see if my reaction is a little different the second time around.
This is definitely, you're forcing me to watch movies that I swore to God I would never see again. So Faces of Death might be on there as well. We'll see. Faces of Death is pretty tame compared to like a Serbian in comparison, yeah, I don't know. God, yeah, I used to have a list of all these movies. I went through and I just watched a bunch of shit like this one time, like 10 years ago, and that was a dark time.
Well, it's going to be a dark month. So yeah, make sure to prepare yourself for August. We're going to have to prepare ourselves because it's going to be rough. And yeah, we'll be coming back every week for you guys from here on out. I'm not going on vacation.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, I'm not going on vacation for another year. So one other kind of big piece of news. We have Wavoka still doing the intro music for the Kulturecast, but my good friend Decipher, a rapper out of Dallas, does the outro music for us. So make sure to check him out.
Do it.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
You know how we do, I'm just two-step, straight in my right hand, phone in my other hand, getting to the money, oh man, two-step, posted with the crew, yeah, you know how we do.
Hey, two-stepping, know what I'm saying, 1, 2, 1, 2, Benjamin, aka the Black T, you know what I'm saying, catch me with my crew every day.